I just came across a clip that The Lion put out of my good friend Riley Gaines saying enough is enough with the threats. It's time to pull federal funding from every state that refuses to comply with President Trump's very principled executive order, no men and women's sports. Take a look at what she said.
Never thought in a million years that now we would be at this place where President Trump needed to do this. This is a flashback to February 5th. Watch.
With my action this afternoon, we're putting every school receiving taxpayer dollars on notice that if you let men take over women's sports teams or invade your locker rooms, you will be investigated for violations of Title IX and risk your federal funding. There will be no federal funding.
Where are we since February 5th?
Yeah, well, good to be on with you, Dana. Yeah, crazy. You never expected this. I never expected this. Majority of Americans would have never anticipated we would have to reach a point where, number one, Donald Trump has to sign an executive order declaring there are only two sexes, male and female, and then having to further go on to define what these words mean in state law and how that translates to laws like Title IX. Where we stand now, look, President Trump has, as you saw in that clip, he made very swift and decisive action in saying, we will investigate you. You will lose federal funds if you continue to defiantly ignore federal law, which is, of course, what people like Governor Mills of Maine and Governor Newsom of California, several other states, Governor Walz, we've seen this in Washington, Oregon, the list goes on, where these states, specifically Democratic leadership, is unwilling to follow federal law, that federal law being Title IX. So I have been so pleased to see what the Department of Education is doing, what the Office of Civil Rights is doing. They've declared this month, the month of June, Title IX month, which of course is in stark contrast to what the Biden administration, every agency, every department referred to June as under their administration. So fantastic news, of course, great things being done, but there is still lots of work ahead of us.
The New York Times poll, this is back in January, but I doubt it's changed very much, said that 79% of people said that men should not be allowed to play in women's sports, and it seems like it's something that should be easy. Before I ask you my second topic, can you just tell me what you think this fall the sports programs will look like? Do you think there will be changes before then?
We will see. I think what we need to see before we see drastic change, again, specifically in these blue states, is we need someone to be made an example of, whether that is Maine, whether that is California. Again, these are two states where the Department of Justice has, at this point, gotten involved. I think we need to see real action. Enough with the warnings, enough with saying we are going to pull federal funds. I believe to see real and lasting change, we actually need to see these federal funds be pulled. And of course, I know it's a process. I know there are things that go into it, but I think that's how you are effective in this battle.